Welcome to the 5 Dumbest Things on Wall Street this week, where I just want to say to the Wall Street protesters, when it all goes down and the masses rise up, I'm with you. And all you fat cat billionaires who think you can buy me off with your money, well, let me tell you this. I'm with you too. Okay, number 5, Reed's misdirection. Would somebody please get our good friend Reed Hastings over at Netflix a compass, because it's clear he has no idea the direction he's taking the movie rental service. Barely a month ago, he was King Solomon, splitting the company in half. Then on Monday, he says he's keeping the DVD and streaming services under the Netflix umbrella. Well, so long, Quickster. That was quick. Anybody want to buy a domain name really cheap? Next up, Hesss Mess. If Sprint CEO Dan Hess is trying to win the race to the bottom, then he sure is off to a flying start. Shares of the wireless operator sank 20% last Friday after the company failed to soothe investor concerns about its cash position. Hess says everything will be fine starting in 2014, but we're starting to doubt whether the company will reach that finish line based on the credit default spreads. And the same goes for Hess, who may be forced to pass the baton if he doesn't pick up the pace, and soon. Number 3. Volcker Rule ridiculousness. As it pertains to the so-called Volcker Rule, we'll just borrow Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart's famous line about pornography and say, we'll know a proprietary trade when we see it. Or maybe we won't. We have no idea. Nevertheless, one thing we do know after thumbing through the 300-plus page monstrosity federal regulators released Tuesday is that the Goldman Sachs legal team has already devised a way around this regulation so the bank's vaunted prop desk can keep betting the house, or bet somebody else's house, or whatever vampire squids bet on these days. You know, it's like another famous government employee once said, it depends on what the meaning of the word is. Boy, that guy really had a way with words. Number 2, Magnachip's shopping spree. Do the folks at Magnachip want to be public or not? The South Korean semiconductor company, now trading around $7 a share, announced a stock repurchase program of up to $35 million on Tuesday. The company just went public at 14 in March after failing to IPO 3 times since 2007. And now they want their shares back? Come on, guys, make up your minds already. Whatever it is, I'm with you. And finally, the dumbest thing on Wall Street this week, Dollar Thrifty soap opera. After more than a year and a half of cliffhangers, hookups and breakups, the Dollar Thrifty soap opera finally reached its conclusion this week, and we just don't know how we're going to live without it. The stock ran up last week on the slim hope that the company would finally choose a mate, but alas, it was not to be. Neither Hertz nor Avis Budget made a proposal that Dollar deemed worthy. CEO Scott Thompson said he didn't want any more uncertainty. But you know you loved it, Scott. You were our Luke and our Laura, and you loved it. But who knows? Maybe if the stock sinks, maybe Avis will come back. You never know. Those two were so good together. And no, we're still not giving up hope about Eric Kane and all my children coming back either. Will somebody please get us another box of tissues? And there you have it, the 5 dumbest things on Wall Street this week. We'll see you next time.